Alright guys, there's just something I gotta do real quick, so let's get that out of the way and then we'll get back to what we were doing. Alright guys, I couldn't take it anymore. This is like the first thing that I had to do today. So it's like Friday night, so I figured my neighbors could put up with a little bit of noise, so it ended up taking me a little longer than, like, all of them cut pretty easy. And then I had 2 Harbor Freight Sawzalls, and what happened is the one like stripped out, it wouldn't hold the blade anymore, and then the other one I had, it didn't have like the guard, you know, so it's like you couldn't like push it up to the metal, so it made it like almost, I don't know, made it super hard to cut that. I ended up having to move it and try to cut it from the back a little bit. I ended up getting it, so it's like 9:30, so it ain't like way late, you know. I mean, it's Friday night, so so anyways, yeah, so I'm kind of cool with that. I wanted to just leave a little bit of a lip and then I can build off of that, or I still got to straighten this one up, but I don't know. I don't even, this is like so far ahead right now, I don't even really want to think about it, but I'll make it look a little level. I'll make it look better once we clean it up and stuff. Only part I was worried about was going over the gas tank there, but I don't know, it doesn't spark too much with the Sawzall. But look at this janky ass shit right here. And I know why they did it too, is because, you know, they didn't want to freaking take this off and get the window replaced, so they did this garbage. So we're gonna take that out. It leaks like a mofo, and you know, who wants to drive around like that? I mean, come on now, that is freaking horrible right there. I mean, I guess it works for them, and you got to do what you got to do. You know, maybe times are tough or something, but holy moly, I think this truck was just, she was just used and abused, and she just needs a little love. So yeah, I don't know. So tonight, what I'm gonna do now that I got this done, I just want to do something else other than engine and tranny stuff. So right now I'm gonna put some engine oil in. See, we put power steering fluid in, we put trans fluid in. I'm gonna fill up, I went and got the right filter I needed and threaded it on earlier, so I'm gonna snug it up, and then I'll add my oil and we'll start it, let her run for a little while, make sure everything's cool, and then I'll probably get this garbage out of here, and I'll just tarp it or whatever, tape it, or I don't put something over it, I don't know, something. But this has got to go because I want to clean it all up, because that way I can get a piece of glass in there. So I may attempt to do it myself. So I've seen it done a lot, and it's just the back window, but it's just a urethane set action, so as long as I can clean it up. I have a guy that can do it, but he's like always busy. I'm just gonna try to, if I can do the back one myself, and then, you know, have somebody do the windshield. So it shouldn't cost me too much to do the windshield, but look at that mofo, man. That is freaking garbage right there. Holy moly. All right, let's get busy doing something else other than this. All right, guys, got her started up. We got 6.5 quarts up in her, and tranny. I started with 8 quarts, so I think a 400 and a 4L80. I think if you drop the pan and service it, you start with 8, and then go from there. I think it holds like 12 total. So, anyways, I'll just let it run, let it warm up, get to temp, and we'll check the trans and see how we're doing on it. And then yeah, so you know, you remember we had that whine. So we got belt on, and she's purring like a kitten. So all I did was I just sucked out the power steering fluid, and I put a little of that Lucas stop leak. It's like a kind of like a, just like a lubricant, I guess, basically. And Yeah, I don't know. I just put it in a little bit. I don't know, I only put like 8 ounces maybe at the most. And then I filled the rest of the way up with just some Prestone regular old power steering fluid. I don't like to use, it looked like they had ATF in there. I don't like to use ATF in my power steering. I like to use power steering fluid. And I don't know, I ain't hearing nothing right now, so we'll let her run. She's running pretty smooth. Yeah, baby. Alright, so I'll tell you about my trip to the wrecking yard. I got out there with my buddy Chad. It was pretty hot, and we went to one wrecking yard, didn't see a hood, didn't even see a truck this year. So I decided, nah, that ain't gonna work. So then I didn't even really look around. I just went to the other one in town, or it's across town, Pick and Pull, and nothing. I was gonna get I have an ABS light on, and I have a busted or a smashed ABS wire up here, and so I got it all ready to go, and then I didn't have an Allen to freaking get it out of the hub, so I left it. I was looking for a lower shroud and a couple other things. I didn't see any of that stuff, so I'll just order that stuff. It's fairly inexpensive. The only thing that's really going to cost me is the hood and the grill and stuff like that, and then I got to replace the windshield, but that's really kind of the only thing that's gonna. And this thing, anyway. All right, sorry. Let me finish my junkyard story. I'm getting ahead of myself here. So all I really did was I have an O2, because remember we got that burned wire. So what I ended up getting is I ended up grabbing this. It's part of the engine harness, and then it's part of the O2 harness. It was somebody already cut it, so I paid $6 for that. And so what I'm going to do is I have an O2 sensor just chilling in my box. It's like just like a backup one, just in case out on the trail. So I'm just going to extend the wire that goes from one deal to the other and run it to that other side and just use it. I think it'll be just fine. It's just the other ones was just a 4-plug. The other ones are a 4-plug, but they're like a different, they're not like the square. The front ones are like kind of like a weird shape. So anyways, but yeah, man, she's purring like a freaking kitten here. I dig it. I freaking dig it. Hopefully that trans will work after taking all of the abrasives out of it. That was probably holding all the clutches and stuff together, but we'll see what happens. It's a project, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just monitoring it. I don't see anything dumping out of it, and hell, don't even hear any whining noises. What the hell is going on around here? Purr, man. That's what I like to hear, nice and quiet. Can handle that. I do got to go get an AC belt, because that one that was on there was freaking bad, so I got rid of it. I'm gonna get another serpentine belt for the trip, but that's okay. It's just a little bit cracked, but not bad. Yeah, baby, we're making progress for show. Tip we're at. I don't know, we're climbing a little bit there at 180 somewhere on there. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna let it get up to temp, and we'll check things out and make sure we're cool, and then we'll move on to, what am I gonna move on to? Oh yeah, we're gonna get this out. Look at this sucker. It's freaking leaking in here. I had a bunch of like pooling water, and we've had some like crazy ass rainstorms the last few days, and it like rains for 15 minutes, and I had a 5-gallon bucket sitting on the side of the house, and it like almost filled it all the way up. But look at that over there. I mean, you can freaking see outside. Look at that. Huh. So we'll get this off, and I'll get it cleaned up, and then I'll just throw a tarp over it. You know what I mean? So I was thinking about pulling it out and turning it around and facing it forward in here, since that way my neighbors don't have to see my tarp. They'll just see the back of it. So maybe we'll do that, I don't know. Or maybe not, maybe they'll just keep looking at my tarp. All right, so one thing I noticed is that I think I overfilled the trans, because I started with 8 quarts, so that's typically what I do on a 400, is I start with 8 and go from there. So yeah, so probably not the best thing. So everywhere I read it said like start with like 4 to 4.5, 5. So I think I'm over full, so I'm gonna have to drop the pan, let a little bit out. Yay. But other than that, I think we're pretty good. So I'll do that, if not tonight, in the morning, but maybe tonight I'll do it. Shouldn't be too rough. I just gotta let a little fluid out, so I don't want to have any issues with it. But nothing's making any noise. It's crazy that that flush took that whining noise away, so I'm pretty happy about that. So right now, yeah, let's get this frickin' back window thing out of here, clean this up, and then I'll move on to I'll let everything cool off, and maybe I'll let it cool off and just do it in the morning, but or tomorrow night or something. But yeah, I'll move on to getting this back window off. Wow guys, look at this busted ass shit right here. Holy moly. Frickin' tape and stuff. This thing's a frickin' shit box, dude. Tape over. Oh, what the hell is going on here, man? It's nasty. I'm gonna get to work peeling this stuff off, and hopefully it's all good. I have a little dent here. Everything else seems to be pretty decent, but I don't know. I may just have the glass guy come and clean this stuff up and put a new window in. Might be the best bet, but I'm gonna clean this stuff off though, because it's a nasty. Look at that, it's like a double-sided tape, and what, they try to double-side tape the thing on here first and then freaking silicone it up. It's crazy. Anyways, yeah, oh, look at that, it's pushing the seam. Hopefully when they get enough urethane in there, it'll probably be alright though. Oh well, is what it is. So man, those big giant screws they ran up through there. That is crazy. Damn. Alright, I'm gonna clean this up a little bit. Well guys, I didn't get everything done that I wanted to, so, but I think we made a pretty good push. So I cut this big nasty stuff off and got access to the back, got that freaking board off of there. That was some, I mean, I see some Janktastic stuff, but that was crazy. So anyways, yeah, so I'll just have to tarp it, and then I'm gonna re-vacuum in here. But yeah, I mean, I know it's all progress, that just stuff that needs to be done. And then probably tomorrow I'll just come out and drain a little fluid off and get that to the right level. I kind of messed up on that, I suppose, but oh well, live and learn. I didn't drive it around or anything, so it should be fine. What else? That's it. I think that's it. I'm gonna go in, enjoy my Saturday night. It's getting kind of late. Got a little work to do. Yeah, so thanks for rolling with me, guys. I appreciate you. And yesterday was funny. I was talking about that trans pan and the gasket around it, and I called it a filter. And somebody commented, I'm like, dude, I thought you were freaking crazy reusing a filter since it was black, but I was just talking about the gasket. I just get hot out here at night, and it's like, what the hell am I talking? It's like I'm editing it too, and I'm like, what the hell am I talking about? But I just let it roll, whatever. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna call my glass guy and see how much he's gonna charge me to do a windshield and a back window. Maybe he can give me a deal and do both of them while he's out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so I'll look into that. But for right now, I'm gonna get everything wrapped up and go in. So you guys have a good night. I'll get this video up for you so you got something to watch on Sunday morning. And that's it. Thanks. See ya.